salinity, temperature, and heat budget. These three topics are really important. Salinity, temperature, and heat budget. A very conceptual topic and also important for the prelims, because geography optional has a advantage that when you are studying about different topics of the geography optional, it will help you in your GS as well, including your prelims as well, right? So one thing that you have to focus is first salinity. What is salinity? How you describe salinity? So percentage of what? Of the salt in the water body. Okay. What else? How else you can define the salinity? And what do you understand by salts? What are salts for you? Which kind of chemical components? Yes. What are the chemical components that are salts? Which chemical compounds are known as salts? For example, NaCl, which is a prominent one. Sodium chloride. The other one is MgCl, magnesium chloride. Then it could be your MgBr, magnesium bromide. So all these are the examples of salts. There are other examples as well. I have just written few of them. Okay. Now, depending upon the concentration of all these salts in the different water bodies, we will call them and we will describe the salinity of the water body. Okay. The first one that we have is fresh water bodies. Then saline, brackish. These are some of the types of the water bodies, right? So this is totally dependent upon the concentration of the salts, right? Totally depending upon the concentration of the salts. Done. So this is why we have to describe that why the salinity differs. What is the purpose? Why they are different? There are multiple reasons behind that, right? But then we will understand what is salinity first of all, and then we'll describe the topic. Salinity is defined as the total amount of solid material in grams contained in 1 kilogram of seawater. It means that it is 35 parts per 1 kilogram of water. We call it like that. 35 parts per 1 kilogram of water. In the sea, in the sea, salinity ranges from 42 to 38%. In the oceans, and seas of the world, in the ocean, 0%, where large rivers empty themselves into the sea. Into the sea. 2 over, it is continuation of this 2 over 40% where 2 over 40% where influx from the land is negligible and where the surface evaporation is great. Salinity ranges from, what is the depth? This is the surface. This is the depth. Okay. This is the depth that we are talking about. At the depth of the ocean, salinity ranges from 35 to 36%, where lower values occur near polar regions. Where lower values occur near polar regions. So what do you mean by all that? First, what we have discussed? We have discussed that salinity is described as what? The solid material present in water. I described this as 35 parts per 1 kilogram of water. Right? This is what we have described. Now, what is the range of the salinity? It is 32 to 38%. It varies. Where the salinity can be zero? For example, the rivers are dumping themselves into the sea. So at this point, where the rivers are dumping themselves into the sea, at this point the salinity can be 0%, right? But there are areas, where there is no influx from the seawater. Sorry, no influx from the river. When there is no influx from the river here, and there is no draining happening here, there is no draining happening at this point, this sea will have what? Highest salinity.